is there a justification for using animals the way we do? Like, we need them for their protein, or we need them for their skin, or we need this, we can't get this, um, whatever resource from other sources. It has to be from animals. Is there anything you can think of that is like that?
I mean, there's many ways that you can get like meats from other things that isn't exactly mammal or human.
So I'm just asking you to look at things from another perspective. We're live on YouTube though, is that okay?
Yeah.
Awesome, let me put this down. I'll have you guys just kind of stand around that block, unless you don't want to be in there. Okay, the angle is this way, in case you didn't want to be in the camera. Awesome. So my name's Anna, what's yours?
Lily.
Lily, it's lovely to meet you. Sorry, I'm a little chilly, so
No,
I'm
it's cold.
So I'm just asking people about oppression.
Oh.
Oppression means, and don't feel tied if you want to run, that's totally fine. I don't want you to feel like you're tethered here. So oppression just means prolonged cruel treatment.
Okay.
Do you think the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
I agree. What if the powerful are really strong?
That still doesn't give them the right. I mean,
it's going to seem obvious. What if they're really smart? They have a high IQ.
that doesn't really matter.
What if they've been doing it like a really long time and it's now almost a tradition in their family to oppress?
That doesn't make it okay.
I agree. All right, so this next one's going to feel like a gotcha, but this is just the paradigm shift I'm trying to introduce to people. What do you think about the animals that we send to slaughterhouse or we use for entertainment or clothing? Do you think that we're oppressing them?
In a sense, yeah. I think it's how they are taken care of, I guess, or how they are used or what they're used for, if that makes sense, and how they're treated when they are alive.
Do you think that we should respect animals?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that we can... Sorry. It's cold.
It is cold.
Do you think we can respect animals while using them for their flesh, their skin, their fur, their feathers, etc.?
In a sense, yeah.
Can you explain to me maybe like how can you, for example, a dairy cow, respect a cow while demanding that she produces milk? And let me know if you don't know the process because I can run through it real quick.
Growing up, I never had milk cows. I always had Angus.
Okay.
So I used to have cows.
You can talk about them instead if you prefer. Are you able to use them for their flesh while still respecting them?
I think if they're treated well, a lot of the times when we had a mama cow and when she gave birth, if it was a woman, we sold her. Mm-hmm. And if it was male, we would raise them, and it was an open field. They got a lot of love, and then when they hit a certain age, they'd be slaughtered and used for meat. We never used their like leather or fur. It was always for meat. So I think, like in the sense of chickens, like caged animals and things like that, I fear that's wrong. I don't think there's a point in treating them poorly if you're gonna.
Right, we care about their experiences, right?
Yeah, I think that matters.
Yeah, it does. So I assume then you recognize that the animals are sentient, right? They are having a subjective experience.
Yes.
Yeah. So they can experience their own versions of pain, joy, loss. So knowing that, do you think that there's anything that we need from animals?
Like, as in what sense?
Like, is there a justification for using animals the way we do? Like, we need them for their protein, or we need them for their skin, or we need this, we can't get this, whatever resource from other sources. It has to be from animals. Is there anything you can think of that is like that?
I mean, there's many ways that you can get, like, meats from other things that isn't exactly mammal or human, or not human, but alive,
that was
living,
good. I love that slip. That was good. Sorry, go ahead.
Living. But like, or milk, you can have plant-based milk and things like that. So I don't think I would say it's a need. I just think it's a lot of people's preference.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I would say
there is science behind this too. That we can get everything we need from a plant-based diet. You can be strong and healthy. Do you understand that you can get everything you need from a plant-based diet? Yeah. So then, with that said, do you know what the word vegan means?
Yes.
Awesome. Just let me know what you think it means.
Living and eating without like eating animals or taking things like dairy, without something that comes from another living creature.
Yeah, it's pretty close. So that is a byproduct of it. Veganism is actually a principled stance against the exploitation of others. So an example of that would be, let's say someone was exploiting you and selling the benefits to others, right? And they only do it because people give them money. So if I had that opportunity to benefit from your oppression as a vegan, even though it's convenient and it maybe has been going on a long time, I will avoid demanding your exploitation because I know that you're sentient and you care about what happens to you. Hearing that, does that sound like it aligns with your principles?
In what, like, explain?
Would you agree that if you had the opportunity to benefit, let's say, from my exploitation, that it would be moral for you to avoid demanding my exploitation by giving money to my
Like negative?
oppressor? Yeah, it'd be bad. Like if someone's oppressing
think
me,
that's fair.
they're using me, right, for whatever, and I don't consent to it, right? They're just doing whatever and they're getting away with it. Okay, so you understand the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so does that sound like it aligns with your principles?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Exactly. That's all veganism is recognizing that somebody is being exploited directly, and I can avoid demanding that. One person going vegan can actually save 100 to 300 animals from going into that system.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's huge, right? Like imagine going to the dog meat market and saving a single dog. Did you know that dogs are used for? Yeah. So there are countries that sadly...
I knew in other countries, but not
Yeah.
like around me.
It's not illegal here. I think that it's the the killing and the butchering. I don't know if that specifically is legal, but if it was here, I think you could eat dog meat here in America.
I think it's seen as animal cruelty.
Definitely to
Yeah.
process them.
Yeah.
I don't know about importing. If they,
Oh,
that's
I'm
why I'm
not
saying
sure.
I don't know the laws around that.
Yeah.
But there are even first world nations that allow dog farming
Yeah.
or allow the consumption of dog. So knowing that that's the case, do you think that that's moral to do to dogs?
I think for me, just like how I grew up and
Yeah,
how
just your perspective.
I would say no.
Yeah, and for you, why is it that you feel it's wrong to do to dogs?
For me, I have 2 puppies of my own. I miss them so much. And so I think for me it's like a personal connection to like my dogs, and they're my little babies,
Yeah,
you know?
you recognize that they're individuals
Yeah.
and they have their own preferences.
And so I think for me it's different, like in a mental state.
Absolutely, no, I understand that. So all I'm trying to say is, since you've made that connection with those individuals, right? You can see they're sentient, they have their own preferences, they're unique little individuals, right? So I'm just trying to break that. We kind of have these barriers to the other animals where we think they're not the same. We don't
Yeah.
bond with them the same. So what is it, do you think, that separates your dog from the cows that your family raises?
Probably just I'm trying to think of the words I'm trying to use.
Yeah, it's a concept most people don't think about.
Think
So,
about, yeah.
Take your time.
Um,
And this isn't a gotcha either. I'm not trying to judge you. I did this for a long time. I'm just trying to help people recognize that we share principles.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably, I mean, it doesn't make it okay because no matter what, they're animals, and so are we at the end of the day. But I've always, it's always just been a separation ever since I was little, you know what I mean? And that's something that's hard to break, even like what we talked about in the very beginning, just because humans grew up like a certain way, and they say that doesn't make it okay.
Right.
But it is something that's hard to break, and I understand that. But
Yeah, I can recognize that
Yeah.
for sure. So I guess what's stopping you from leaving this conversation vegan? Yeah.
It's probably just choice, or just
Maybe information.
just how I would go about it, you know?
If I gave you resources, would you be willing to look at a documentary?
Yeah.
Awesome. So this colorful side, there's actually a lot of resources on there. When you scan it, the first thing that pops up is a documentary.
Okay.
It's just Dominion standard practice. If you are going to use animals, you should know what you're asking them to go through.
Yes.
So just watch the whole thing so you know what happens to all these animals. So you're aware and you're not lulled into, because stores, they kind of paint this happy picture, right? We see happy animals.
Yeah.
And we see labels that make it look like they're on these happy places, and there's no wrong here. So they want you to feel comfortable doing it, but it's important that you know the truth and be like, this is actually what's happening. Do I really want to give my money to those people? And then the other thing that I want to challenge you with, and then I'll ask you one last question and I'll let you go. So I want to ask, how many more animals do you want exploited for you? Is it more than 0?
Say it one more time.
How many more animals do you want exploited for you? Is it more than 0?
a hard question. I don't think I have an answer for you.
Is it more than 0? Like your preference? Would you want more animals to be exploited for you?
I think how you're wording it makes it seem
So would your
worse.
preference be that they don't be exploited?
Yes.
Yes. So that's the point I'm trying to get to. You know, your principles align with mine. The animals don't deserve this. We don't need to do this to them. I want to give you one last challenge, and I'll let you go. Would you be willing to eat plant-based, meaning no animal products, until you watch that documentary? It's free on YouTube. You can watch it on your phone.
I have. I was vegan for like 2 weeks when I
Okay.
was younger. Just didn't last, obviously.
And that resource, if you scroll down, actually has, if you're worried about nutrition, shows you how to get everything you need on a whole food plant-based diet. So like everything here, you could find everything you need here in just this market alone. So how many more would you prefer to be exploited for you, and would you be willing to go plant-based? I actually mixed up my questions there. How many would you be willing to go plant-based until you watch that documentary?
Yes.
Awesome. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
it takes a brave person to walk up to me too. So thank you for that as well. And I think we had such a great conversation. I really want to appreciate that as well.
Of course.
Yeah, you were so open, and that's awesome. So yeah, just watch that documentary, and thank you for taking that
will.
challenge.
Of course,
Awesome.
thank you.
And if you want, you can watch this live. It's on Vegan Stoner Lady.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. You can see how we did and look back at the conversation. And then I'll be chopping this up and posting it on Anti-Animal Use. So you can watch it there. And the name is on the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
so
Have a
much,
good
you
day.
guys. Have a good day.